Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Verdie. I'm a self-taught nail enthusiast and small business owner. On this channel, you'll see product reviews, hauls, DIY nail designs, nail application, and a lot of things nail related. So today's video, if you can tell by the title, I'm doing a Gel X dupe, Kiara Sky Jelly Tip dupe. I have featured these tips many times on my channel. First, I want to talk about a couple of the products that I'm using. One is the rubber base coat from Eden's Rose Co. So I've been using this rubber base coat for about a month. You can see the bottle is almost done throughout the video. But this is what I use to apply my full cover gel tips. And also, I always keep a thin layer on this product on my nails. So when I remove my nails, I just file down to that layer, so I'm not filing down to my natural nail. So I have been using this for a while and I have not had very much lifting. Sometimes if you do a bad application of something, especially with these full coverage tips, like the tip will lift, but I haven't had any lifting of product from my nail that was applied correctly. So you did see me do all of my sizing, and I'm just going to cut the thumb down because for some reason the thumbnail is always extremely long. Don't know why, but I'm going to cut that down, and then I'm going to go into each of these nails and etch the inside. So I'm showing you step by step my process. I know that I have featured these tips a lot. Sometimes I just come on screen with the tips already on, but I want to show you the step by step process and how I apply them. One of the main thing that has been successful for me lately with my nail application, keeping my nails on, keeping my nails from lifting once I get that good application, is this rubber base coat. So your foundation and what you use to apply these tips really does matter. I keep that thin layer of rubber base coat under every application. I know there's multiple channels that do rubber base coat, then do like acrylic application to prevent lifting. And I definitely think that's something that if you're a heavy lifter, that's something that you might want to check out. So I'm pushing back my cuticles here, and I'm going in with my e-file, and this is a fine sanding bit. So I'm just going around my cuticle area, and then I'm buffing the surface of the nail. On the nails is rubber base coat, except for in that small area between my, that small area at the cuticle area where my nail's grown out. But for the most part, I still have that thin layer of the rubber base coat on my nails. So I'm just going to remove any cuticle that's on the actual nail plate, and I'm going to clean that off and then go ahead and start applying the product to my nails. One other thing that I do like using this rubber base coat on is because I do change my nails a lot. So again, I don't have to file down to my natural nails. But if I don't feel like doing my nails, I still have that thin layer on so that I don't have to worry about my natural nails breaking. Sometimes I do cut down my natural nails, but for the most part I don't, because I'm switching nails so much. I do like to have a little bit of nail on myself. I don't want nubs. So I'm going to remove the dust from all of the nail tips, and I'm going to remove the dust from my nails as well. And I'm using a dry manicure brush. I'm going to go in with some Swipe by Young Nails to clean off the surface of the nail to remove any oils. This is also a dehydrator. You can use acetone or alcohol for this step. It's really your preference, or you can mix acetone and alcohol. It's really your preference. You don't necessarily need to go purchase this product. I am going to go in with my primer, and this little stand, it's like a mini cake stand I got from like the Target dollar section. So I use it sometimes to work on, I guess, to put my nails in work on. So that's what that is. So I'm only going in with one coat of primer. Since I've been using the rubber base coat, I no longer use the 2 coats of primer. Then I'm going to go in with a very thin layer of base coat. Now, I am almost out of this bottle. You can tell, like, I have to tip the bottle over. And I really wanted to use the product for a while before I came in and gave it a review. So, um, generally, I do use a little bit more of the rubber base coat than I'm using in this video, but that's because I was kind of low on the bottle and I did want to do the set on both hands. So what I'm doing is inside the tip, I put the rubber, I paint it on, and then I put the excess, I just wipe it at the cuticle area so that moves up. I'm flash curing it with the little mini lamp, and then I turn the nail over. I make sure there's no gaps because I didn't cut down my nail and I have flat nail beds. I want to make sure there's no gaps. So I just flip it over, fill in any gaps, and then pull the rest of that product all the way to the tip of the nail. I pull it to the tip of the nail because I want to add a little bit more strength to these nails. Generally, I would use a little bit more, but I'm almost done with this bottle, so I wanted to make sure I can get through all of my nails. Each step of this process I am flash curing, but when I have all 5 nails completed, then I'll go in for a full cure of 60 seconds. So just go ahead and paint your base coat inside the nail and then just wipe off the brush at the cuticle area so that product can move up the nail when you apply it. And then you just hold it in the lamp in place. And I like to make sure there's no bubbles. I like to move the nail around and make sure there's no air bubbles. I'm not 100% perfect on that. Sometimes it happens. Don't stress yourself. So I flip the nail over, make sure there's no gaps between my natural nail and the nail tip. And I went ahead and did the rest of the application off camera, and everything was fully cured for 60 seconds. So the first thing I do is clean up the sidewalls and try and get my shaping mostly together before I clean up the cuticle area. And I'm still being gentle with these nails because normally I use a little bit more product underneath to make them a little bit stronger. So I wasn't able to do that this time, but this is what they look like after I'm shaping. And then I go in with this fine cross-cut bit and I'm cleaning up the cuticles. If for some reason any of that nail did not adhere, this would be the time to remove that. Sometimes with the flatter nail beds and you're using these full coverage tips, your cuticle area won't adhere. Or some of the sidewalls won't adhere just because your nail is not the same shape as these tips. And generally you have to fill up the empty spaces with product. However, it doesn't always happen that way. So just make sure you're going in and removing that. And that's what I meant earlier by saying the nail will lift from the product, because you kind of have a little bit that didn't adhere and you don't completely remove it. So you definitely want to seal in your cuticles and sidewalls, and any part of that full coverage nail tip that did not adhere with that rubber base coat, you need to remove it. If for some reason you're removing a lot of that full coverage nail tip, file it, clean it, and then just apply a little bit more of your rubber base coat or your base coat to kind of fill in that area so it's still smooth. And then you want to make sure that you're filing the surface of the nail or etching the surface of the nail, because it's a smooth surface. A lot of products aren't going to adhere to that smooth surface. It might for a day, but it will start to lift. If you do acrylic or dip powder or gel polish on top of these, you want to make sure that that product has something to stick to. So that's what you see me doing, all out of frame, but I kept it in so that I could explain what I was doing and make sure that I let you guys know that you have to etch the surface of that nail if you're going in with any other type of product. So that's what that looks like there. And what I'm going to be showing you guys in the next couple moments is a gel polish kit that I did receive from Melodysusie. I'm going to go over top of these nails with 2 coats of gel polish. So I'm cleaning off the surface with my manicure brush, and then I noticed, okay, this needs to be filed a little bit more. And then just go in and fix it. Like, really take your time and look at the nail from all angles and fix any part of that nail that did not adhere. I cannot stress that enough. So this is the 24-in-3 gel polish kit that I did receive from Melodysusie. They asked me to review it. So you get 24 gel polishes. It does come with instructions on how to prep your nails as well as how to apply the gel polish. And then the set also comes with a base coat, a top coat, and a shiny top coat and a matte top coat. These bottles are on the smaller side, so they're great for someone who does their nails themselves like me. These are 5 milliliters, so it's 0.17 of an ounce. It's less than 1/4 of an ounce of product. Again, these are perfect if you want to try out gel polish, you want a variety of colors, and I'm sure you can get like at least 10 sets out of each jar. So it does go a long way. These are very pigmented, and I will be showing you the swatches in a couple moments. I did decide to do the swatching off camera because I felt like there was just too much in this video going on. So I did do the swatches off camera, and I'm going to go ahead and show you guys those colors. But just there are the colors now. So these are the colors that came in the kit. They had some neon, some pastels, some kind of creamy ones. And then they also have 4 glitter colors. So they do have a variety of different kits on their website. I will be leaving the link to that below. And if you do go through the link, you do receive a percentage off. Or you can go directly to the website. It's not an affiliate link. I don't benefit financially in any way from the link. So if you want to save a little bit of money, use my link. Or if you don't, go directly to the website. So I'm just going to do a gel polish application. Nothing fancy, no design, just plain nails. My favorite. I'm showing you guys the base coat because I wanted to talk about the base coat. This base coat is a little thick. Not in a bad way. I think it's thick in a good way, especially if you want to just add a little bit more strength to your nails. But if you were doing your natural nails, this would be good too because of the thickness of the base coat. This color that I'm using is 411, and it is a very, very, very bright, vibrant pink. It's more vibrant in person than it is showing up on camera. And this is very pigmented. You could probably get away with 1 coat, but I always do 2 coats just to be sure. And off to the side, I sprayed a little bit of alcohol on that palette that you see, and I'm just going in with a brush and cleaning up my sides. So again, don't worry about being 100% perfect. I know you guys keep hearing me say that, but I mean that. A lot of stuff is fixable. If you get a little bit on your cuticles, that's fine. Clean it up prior to putting it in the lamp. If you clean it up prior to the lamp, you will be fine. You can use acetone for this as well, but I prefer to just use alcohol on my skin instead of the acetone. My skin does not like acetone at all. So I do 2 coats of this polish. I cured the base coat for 60 seconds. Each coat of the polish I cured for 60 seconds. And then I did the top coat and cured that for 60 seconds as well. So make sure you're fully curing your product. And this is what the set looks like. My left hand looks fine. My right hand, like 3 of those nails are crooked. That's my right hand's my dominant hand. So I always have that. So guys, guess what came in the mail after I finished my nails? I had ordered 2 more base coats from Eden's Rose, and they came in the mail literally after I finished my nails. So I'm happy to see that I have 2 more bottles. It was perfect timing that it worked out. I probably should have ordered them a little bit earlier, but I will leave the link for her website down below, and I do have a 15% off code. She has acrylics as well and some nail tools as well, so definitely check her out. But I love this rubber base coat. So let me know what you guys think of the nails, the full coverage tips, the gel polish, rubber base coat. Would love to hear your opinions. This was just a really quick set that I did. I do like how it turned out. So love to know what you guys think in the comments down below. Make sure that you give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you're subscribed to my channel. And if you like the video, please share it. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys soon for another video.